This is what happens when people actively turn themselves away from God, hate God, and turn themselves to secular wisdom. Watch this.
This is going to make some people mad, but evolution is scientifically proven. So if you're a Christian and you reject that, you're rejecting science and choosing to believe in an ancient fairy tale instead.
Really, let's put that claim to the test. First off, evolution in the sense that things change is evident. No rational person disputes that. Therefore, rational Christians believe it. But evolution in the sense that life came from non-life and then that life began to randomly generate new genetic information and over time it eventually produced humans is something entirely different and something that quite honestly doesn't hold up against science. Quite honestly, it is in great opposition to science, that is, observational science, the kind of science we can test and repeat and use our five senses to understand. Science demonstrates that over time, living organisms lose genetic information. They don't gain it. That same science demonstrates that life doesn't arise from non-life. Follow along if you would. Fact 1. There is no known observable process by which new genetic information can be added to an organism's genetic code. None. That pretty much refutes evolution right away because there's no way to go from a fish to an amphibian without adding new information, right? Now, some have speculated and they've imagined all kinds of things and they brought in artists to produce creative renderings based on guesses and they have been successful in telling a very convincing story that humans evolved from ape-like creatures. But those are just drawings, people. They're just stories. But what we really observe is humans are humans and apes are apes. Now, if fact 1 buried evolutionary thinking deep into the Precambrian soil, this next fact, fact 2, tosses so much sediment on it that not even the greatest team of paleontologists with the latest subterranean gizmo could dig up the remains. Check this out. Never, again, never has it been observed that life can come from non-life. So here are two major scientific evidences against evolution. So molecules to man evolution doesn't really make scientific sense. Yet we are all here, and life is all around us in various forms. Although evolution cannot account for this, the Bible can. The Bible reveals that the all-powerful, all-knowing, supernatural God created the heavens and the earth out of nothing, and all life according to its kinds, that is, each with its own set of genetic information. So, again, what the Bible reveals makes sense of what we see and understand. Evolution does not.
All right, this is where I'm going to come in to rip this subject matter a new one because, quite frankly speaking, I am tired of secular wisdom, which is really just doctrines of demons trying to stray people away from the true wisdom of God. And here's the thing. I want to open up with this. I am terrified because if this woman and hundreds of thousands of people like her believe in this nonsense, I'm remiss to think as to what she thinks a woman is or whether a man can get pregnant. I don't even want, let me stop because I can already tell my brain cells are going to start committing harakiri just at the thought of that question. But I digress. So here's the thing. Life is not like Pokemon, people. This is reality we're living in. We do not turn into something else after a certain level of development, or alternatively after a certain period of time, because here's the thing. If evolutionary theory, keyword theory, is real and true, then if we came from monkeys, why are there still monkeys? Why? It's because monkeys are monkeys. From birth to death. Mankind is mankind. From birth to death. You can believe what you want to believe, but the fact still remains. There are 9 billion people on this planet, and not a single one has turned into a dragon or something of the sort. That's based on fiction and not reality. This is reality. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5 states clearly, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." People need to understand we are made in the image of God. Body, soul, and spirit, just like how our Creator, Yahweh, God, is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We are the greatest of His creation, so it is a disservice to us to stray away from His teachings and His wisdom and go to the secular nonsense of evolutionary theory that has no basis and grounds in reality. So people that are actually taking on this doctrine of demons from the world are just being willfully ignorant. Because quite frankly, the most real and proven evidential manuscript of all time is right here. You can pick it up in any bookstore. Over 24,000 manuscripts that prove its legitimacy as reliable historical evidence. Archaeological evidence that tries to disprove the Bible actually winds up proving it true. So it's hilarious how that works. In tandem with the wisdom of God, that once you apply the wisdom to your life is, 10 billion% better off. And also, let's look at another piece of evidence as to why the Bible is real and true. Let's look at it this way. The Luciferians, the occult, the Satanists, they are afraid or terrified of Jesus Christ and the Gospels. For they have no fear of Allah or Prophet Muhammad. They have no fear of Buddha. They have no fear of the Hindu pantheon. None of the 3 billion gods in the Hindu pantheon. They don't care about them. Why would Satan care about something that he created? But Satan, cannot create the gospel. And that's why They fear the gospel and Jesus Christ. That's why I believe the Bible is real and true, and why evolutionary theory will forever be nonsense. Stop me when I'm lying.